Have you ever felt like you're chasing shadows? You text her, no reply. You plan a date. She cancels last minute. You start wondering, is she busy or just not into me? Let's stop guessing because in today's video, we're exposing 7 brutally honest signs a woman gives when she's just not interested. These aren't assumptions. These are patterns backed by behavior, psychology, and a stoic understanding of human nature. Stick around! Number 6. Might she avoids deep conversations sting a little, but it could save you years of emotional turmoil. And no, this isn't about reading minds. If that worked, we'd all be dating telepaths. Let's dive in. 1. She avoids deep conversations. When a woman is truly interested, even the smallest talk feels rich. She leans in, asks questions, dives into your world. She wants to understand your thoughts, your past, your future, not just your favorite pizza topping. But when she's not interested, conversations feel robotic. She gives short answers, avoids depth, and changes the subject the moment things get real. It's not just a communication style. It's a psychological barrier. She's not opening up because she doesn't want to invest emotionally. We often misread this as being shy or tired. But in truth, disinterest wears a mask of convenience. If she's constantly dodging deeper dialogue, that's not a subtle clue. It's a clear signal. And here's where Stoic wisdom kicks in. Don't interpret silence through hope. Interpret it through truth. Stoicism teaches us to see things clearly without romantic filters. If she's not engaging with your mind, she's not planning to hold your heart. Curious, what happens when that silence turns into delays and disappearances? The next sign is louder, and it happens not through what she says, but through what she refuses to say. Let's talk about she delays or ignores communication or lack of it. 2. She delays or ignores communication. Let's be honest, no one's too busy to reply to someone they're excited about. If a woman consistently takes hours or days to respond to a simple text, you're not on her priority list. And when she does respond, if the replies feel dry or delayed, it's not forgetfulness. It's avoidance. Communication is energy. When she's interested, she sends energy your way. When she's not, silence becomes the message. It's easy to rationalize. She's probably just busy, but take a step back and observe. She replies instantly to friends, posts actively on social media, and never misses her favorite show. So, what makes you the exception? Here's the Stoic truth. Interest doesn't hesitate. If a woman genuinely wants you in her life, she will find ways to connect, not excuses to disconnect. Don't chase someone who treats your presence like an interruption. You deserve enthusiasm, not tolerance. But what if she still smiles, laughs, and acts polite? Don't be fooled, because the next sign is even more deceptive. It's not about silence or distance. It's about a false sense of connection, and it's trickier to spot. Let's explore it next. 3. She's polite but not present. This is one of the most misleading signs and the hardest to admit. She's not ignoring you. She responds with a smile, laughs, at your jokes, even says, "You're such an nice guy, but something's off." The energy feels surface level. That's because it is. This behavior is called polite detachment. When someone keeps things friendly to avoid awkwardness, but emotionally, they've already checked out. She's not being rude, but she's also not investing. There's no curiosity, no vulnerability, no genuine interest in who you are beneath the surface. Stoic wisdom reminds us observe behavior, not words. Politeness is not a signal of affection. It's often a social reflex. And if you confuse her kindness for connection, you'll stay trapped in a loop of false hope. You're not the villain. You're just not her vision. And that's okay. But here's the curveball. Just because she's emotionally absent with you doesn't mean her attention is vacant. Often when she's emotionally invested elsewhere, she'll subtly signal it in ways that hurt if you're paying attention. And then next sign, she won't hide it. She'll bring another man into the conversation, and that speaks volumes. 4. She talks. She talks about other men around you. You're spending time with her, hoping to build a connection, and then out of nowhere she mentions her super close guy friend, her ex who just got a promotion, or how attractive some celebrity is. Sound familiar? This isn't random. It's a subtle and sometimes subconscious way of creating emotional distance. When a woman brings up other men in front of you consistently, she's drawing a clear boundary. You're not the one. It may not be meant to hurt, but it does send a message that her attention, admiration, or curiosity is already somewhere else. Now, here's where Stoic wisdom becomes your shield. Don't compete where you were never invited to play. Trying to prove your worth in response to this behavior only chips away at your self-respect. Instead, observe it, accept it, and move forward. And here's the twist. Sometimes she doesn't mention other men out of malice. She simply doesn't view you romantically. You're safe, not desirable. But how can you tell if you've been friend-zoned completely? The next sign makes it painfully obvious because while you may ask her 20 questions, she rarely asks even one. 5. She rarely asks you questions. Curiosity is the compass of connection. When someone is truly interested in you, they want to know more. Your past, your plans, even your quirks. But if you're the only one asking questions, steering every conversation and trying to keep things flowing, you're not building a bond. You're hosting a one-man talk show when a woman doesn't ask you anything. No, how was your day? No, what do you think about this? No, tell me more. That's not just forgetfulness. That's a lack of emotional investment. The absence of curiosity is the presence of disinterest. Here's the Stoic filter. Don't chase depth where there's only surface. Don't keep pouring energy into someone who doesn't even peek into who you are. And sure, maybe she's polite, maybe she responds, but she doesn't initiate, doesn't dig deeper, and doesn't care to understand what makes you you. That's not shyness, that's clarity. But what if it's not just about questions, but effort overall? If you're always the one reaching out, planning, initiating, that's not connection, that's emotional labor. And the next sign proves it louder than words ever could. 6. She never initiates anything. You text first. You plan everything. You're the only one putting energy into keeping the connection alive. Here's the harsh reality. Effort reveals interest. If she never initiates, not a message, not a meetup, not even a check-in, she's not invested. It's not about being shy. It's about being indifferent. Are you dating her or working customer service? When someone wants you in their life, they make space. They don't wait to be chased. Stop forcing connection where there's no fire. The more you chase, the more your value slips through your fingers. Let go. Your time, your energy, your peace, they're priceless. And yet the most painful sign isn't effort. It's not silence either. It's when she's physically present but emotionally miles away. And most men don't see it until it's too late. Let's finish strong. 7. She's there, but emotionally distant. She shows up. She smiles. She even sits beside you, but something's missing and you can feel it. Her eyes drift. Her responses are hollow. Her body is present, but her mind is somewhere else. This is emotional absence, and it's the final, most gut-wrenching sign. You're not being ignored. You're being tolerated. Stoics teach us to confront truth without denial. So here it is. If her presence feels like an obligation instead of a choice, she's already gone. At this point, even your Wi-Fi has a stronger connection. Staying in this space slowly erodes your self-worth. The longer you stay, the deeper the wound. But here's the good news. You don't have to keep guessing. The signs are clear. You deserve clarity. You deserve peace. You deserve someone who chooses you without hesitation. If you've recognized these signs, don't chase. Don't beg. Detach like a true Stoic. Subscribe for more real talk on dating, female psychology, and the Stoic path to masculine strength. Like if this opened your eyes, and share it with someone who needs the wake-up call. Because remember, the right woman won't confuse you. She'll choose you.